Hi, this is Mohit Tyagi. Today we will discuss one of the real-time issue which was faced by one of our subscriber. In that issue, we have to calculate employee average days in office, right? So we have input data, like I can show you. We have input data with employees along with their LAN ID, right? Their leader, manager. So it's kind of a hierarchy, like leader, manager, then employee, and their respective LAN ID. So here status is three kind of status. So here is status we have, and we have week number along with the date. So first we have to calculate total days in office. So to calculate total days in office, we have to take in office and time away, right? So here we have three kind of status: in office, work from home, and time away. So we will take in office and time away when we are calculating total in office days. So I just map in office count, right? So where we have work from home, so we are just keeping this as blank. And apart from that, we are encoding this with the 1, right? So that we can easily count. So the same thing we have to perform in the Tableau, right? So this is the first step. So let's jump into the Tableau and we will calculate this column there out there. So we have to calculate in office count in the Tableau. So however, I already have created this, but we will create it from the scratch. So first we need to create a calculated field in office days, right? Or we can say in office count. So we will use if condition. If status is equal to in office or second or status is equal to time away, then 1 else 0 and apply. Okay. And their week along with their date, and this in office count into text. And we can also take the status so that we can verify. So here we can see in office we are encoding this one, time away we are also encoding this one. For work from home we are encoding this 0. Same for the other weeks and other employee as well. So this is the first step, right? So now we have to calculate average days, right? So to calculate the average days per week, let me go to the Excel first. So, so in the data set, we are just taking few employees data. So in the real time, we can have a number of employees, right? So for now, let me take the ND only, right? So for ND, we are having total, if I count the total number of records, we have 10 counts, right? So out of 10 counts, we are having 8 in office, right? So we can also count the in office, total sum is 8, right? Because out of 10, 2 days are work from home, right? So we are not considering that part. So what we are doing here, we are taking in office count as numerator and total number of weeks as denominator. So 8 divided by 2. So it should give us 4, right? Same for the rest of the employees, right? So the same calculation we have to perform in Tableau. So let's come to the Tableau, and we need to create a calculated field, right? So we can name it as average days per week. Average days per week. So to calculate the numerator, we need to exclude the status, week, and date. Because if we will not exclude the status, week, and date, so we will not be able to count it as 8. Because status is different, right? Somewhere we are finding work from home, somewhere we are finding in office. In the same way, week also, like some values are week 1, some values are week 2. So we want to count in office. So we want to aggregate in office count as a whole. We need to exclude status, week, and date. So to calculate this in Tableau, we have LOD concept. So LOD concept is nothing but level of details, where we are excluding week, status, and date out of our data. So without considering status, week, and date, it will aggregate total in-office count. So here we will use the exclude LOD, exclude, and we will keep status, week, and the third one is date. And we want to sum in office count without considering all 3 dimensions, right? So this will give us 8, right? Now we have to divide this, and we need to, again, we will use exclude. We will take date, and we will take week, and we will use count D as a week. So what it is doing, it will give us, so it will give us 2, right? For ND. For the denominator, we are excluding week and date, right? And we are just counting week. So we are taking this because if we will not take excluding date, so all the weeks will bifurcate, right? So the dates are coming different with respect to every week, right? So in week 1, we have 5 different dates. So we have to exclude week and date. And then we need to count the week so that it will give us different week like 1 and 2. Apply. Okay. And let me create a new worksheet, and I will take week and date into column so that it will be easy to understand. And leader, manager, and leader, manager, and employees, and their status in color so that everybody knows different color with the status. And we will take average days per week. We need to make this as discrete because by default Tableau takes it as a continuous. So click on discrete. So here we can see 443. So we can show it as a filter, right? so that we can see average days per week. So this is our end goal. The same thing I performed earlier here, right? So that's how we can calculate this with the help of exclude LOD. So thank you for watching this video. If you really like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.